Welcome in another session. Dr. Aisha will carry on. Please go
So,
ahead.
all right, thank you so much. As I was speaking in the previous session, we have something called as the PICO questions to narrow the focus of our research and to reform a research question. So, before we go on, you can just like read a little bit about the topic and then just like have a general idea of how to go about the research, and then you can like go and try to like narrow your focus. So, what is something that is missing in breast cancer? I am interested today in triple negative breast cancer. So this will be my population question. Uh, and then what's the
So can you go
intervention?
back, Dr. Aisha, on PubMed, and how did you get this? Just show them how you got it.
Yeah, so you just like, so when you press, you just like write something on the search button, and then you have like a lot of researches uh, that are sorted based on like your
Yeah,
terms,
sure,
your
sure.
search
Yeah,
terms.
yeah, sure. But you grabbed the second one because it was something that is interesting
It
to
was an
you, it's
overview.
more appealing. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So what I really like to, I'm just like going through my process that I do while going through research. Whenever like I do a research, I try to like go through an overview of this the disease, and then I go through certain stuff, new stuff, as I go and narrow my focus. So if I were to like start on the research, this is my first step that I would do. I would go through an overview and maybe look through like try to find the full article and like try to read more and more about the topic I'm researching about. So like we see here, breast cancer remains a major health problem and represents currently a top biomedical research priority. Uh, so yeah, you just like read really quickly through the abstract and try to like find out what is try to get a gist of the topic, whatever the topic you're researching about, whether you know about it or you don't. So this links to a larger link, I mean article, and then you can read through it. So like this is how I would know some get an idea about the research, and then I would go form narrow my study. So after like I'm just for the sake of time, I'm trying to like not show the entire step of how I came to narrow my focus. But anyway, I read a little bit about breast cancer, and I know that there are like many kinds of breast cancers, and the worst breast cancer that there is triple negative receptor breast cancer. So this is what I'd like to write about today. So triple negative breast cancer is going to be our subpopulation that we're focusing on. And we have certain things such as immunohistochemical staining, which uh, helps us diagnose the breast cancer. And so uh, the the staining for triple negative breast cancer is MMP2. It's a kind of staining, and how you go through it is that how do you find it is that you search for the kind of the subtype of breast cancer, and then you kind of like use all the search terms, and then you go through you open all the sites and like read about the diagnosis. So as you see here, triple negative breast cancer is a group of tumors, and they're invasive, and there are subtypes, mastectomy. Okay. So before we used to have certain stuff such as Boolean operators. However, we don't need to know about that because the process has kind of changed, and like the website has updated. So like even if you write like stuff, you just write the terms that you want to search about as concisely as you can, and then like it will find it for you. It will find the best match, and it kind of knows like whether you want like both of
Yes.
them or either or.
I will summarize what Dr. Ambia said. So first, Dr. Aisha read about the topic. She put breast cancer and then she read about it. She read through to know more about it because she want to be expert in it. She want to know what are the gaps in the research. So she want to really know about it. After doing that, or like how she could grab this. So, you know, some people approach is that they read a big article like a meta-analysis or systematic review about the topic. And when they read about it, you know, they're gonna see all the things, all the articles that have been published in that systematic review or meta-analysis. And that's going to be very helpful to start with that. And because you want to know what has been done on the topic. If there isn't systematic review or meta-analysis, just as Dr. Aisha said, go and read through what are available in PubMed, Google Scholar, whatever you like. But PubMed is really, you know, one of the big ones. And you want to know about the, you know, as Dr. Aisha said, the history of the disease. You want to go back to the third study. You filter PubMed by publication date and then see what was first published about it. You focus also about systematic reviews because it saves your time to tell you about other studies. You see what has been done. Now we're in Saudi Arabia, so we want to know about the disease in the US. We want to know what has been written in Europe. We want to know what has been written in the Middle East about it. And then we'll focus our study. We'll see, we'll try to make our study unique and make it to Saudi Arabia or to the Middle East. If there are studies that has been done on the USA or other or Europe, you can replicate it and see, because we have a different ethnic groups, different socio-economic, you know, statuses. So it's the race is different from the US and Saudi or whatever. So that is how you read through. And now Dr. Aisha formulated the PICO statement so that she becomes narrow to the topic and get less results. Because first, when she wrote breast cancer, then there are hundreds of thousands of research came to her. So the way that she did it is that she wrote her PICO statement, or like tried to put the keywords which are the most important. So please, whenever you want to write, please, please, please write the keywords. Because if you don't write your keywords in the manuscript, you really will be going in a different direction. So please write the keywords and go from there. Please go ahead, Dr. Aisha.
Thank you. So Dr. Sami said, it's very important for you to first of all, do a preliminary research or search about what you'd like to work about. And like he said, there are certain keywords, or they're also known as mesh terms, that you use to find the research, find the topic that you're looking for. So for the first step that you kind of go for is that you search and you brainstorm like how you'd like to how you'd like to put together topics and in your research. So like as we see, there are many kinds of transcription factors. There are immunohistochemical staining. So this is something that is related to ours. So I will just open it in a new tab and I will go through it later. This is also related to us. So you just like try to like screen and find the topics that seem relevant to your narrowed focus, and you go through it. Prognostic role.
All
Okay, we
right,
can go through
Dr.
this.
Aisha, we'll stop here and continue in the next session. Thank you.